to your point that you were making on the show earlier on the breakdowns that Greg does, which, by the way, check out our YouTube channel for that. It's sort of like just shows you that everything's kind of out the window in terms of regular like this is how like in your fantasy it would be or something like that.
Right. And it is a very like appealing to how we want life to be.
Yeah, I mean, maybe how you think you want it to be.
Or
like when you see it
be.
being played out, it's very clearly like not.
Well, we want a life where there's really no consequences to our actions. Kinda. I mean,
I think that's a younger thing. Like, I think like maybe there was a time where I kind of felt like that.
Yeah.
For sure. But I think as you get older, like you realize that there's a lot of. You're paying the bill somehow.
Yeah.
Like, the bill's always coming.
Right.
So it's like just kind of stay on top of it before you like let the tab run too long. Because then something really bad will happen.
It is kind of a younger mindset, like a thought of someone from a younger mindset. It's important to remember that like Harmony Korine got famous at 19. Like he wrote Kids at 19. Like he was a teenager, and then
I mean he never grew up.
Yes, basically.
Yeah, and he's got to be in his 50s now.
I think he's late 40s now.
He's got to be. Yeah.
So I first knew about Harmony Korine because of Spring Breakers. When I was in film school, I want to say it was like my sophomore year. And I saw the trailer for Spring Breakers, and at first, like I thought this movie looks great because it was a bunch of girls from the Disney Channel doing something that, or in a movie that they wouldn't normally be in, like Selena Gomez and Vanessa Hudgens, like in a movie where they have guns and they're robbing people and they're doing drugs and like getting drunk, and it's Spring Breakers. And I thought like just that idea is amazing. We all have certain ideas about these girls, and you're putting them in a situation that you wouldn't normally see then. So I thought that was very interesting. And I had this professor who was like also kind of like a hipster. And, I had no idea who Harmony Korine was, but he had heard me and like other filmmakers, film students talking about this movie Spring Breakers. And he just stops us and he was just like, I'm canceling like what we're going to do today. We're going to watch Gummo instead and talk about it. And Gummo kind of like changed what I thought a movie could be. Like, I know that's a cliche thing to say, but what I'm talking about is like how I'm very much into plot and story. This is a movie that has zero interest in the plot. Yeah. And all his films are kind of like that. And he makes these nonsensical films, which I like, but related to like Moondog, that his poetry is also kind of nonsensical. And I always viewed the Beach Bum in regard to Moondog's poetry that he knows he's kind of fake. Like there are scenes when he says where he literally plagiarizes someone else's poem, he admits to it. And when he has this kind of nonsensical poems that all these like very wealthy Miami straight-laced people are like it's almost like, yeah, I've tricked these people. And I almost think like, does Harmony Korine like think that of me, of like his fans, of saying like, look, I made this nonsense together, and like all these like critics. I mean, Gummo and Julian Donkey Boy won a bunch of awards at film festivals.
You know how critics are. Yeah. Like if they think something's going to be in fashion, they everyone's afraid to have the wrong opinion.
The Trash Humpers
now more than ever.
Trash Humpers won like the top prize at the Toronto Film Festival.
Yeah, which I mean that is a joke. Like but
no, again, Trash Humpers is ridiculous.
I know. But I'm saying like if that wasn't made by Harmony Korine and it was a no-name person and it had no marketing behind it, and the same people saw that, it wouldn't be where it was. But I mean, that's just kind of the nature of criticism, I think. Like how like it's kind of impossible to have like true criticism that doesn't. I mean, look at this show that we're doing. It's like everything about like what's the context, like who did it, or, like all that shit. It does matter. But yeah, like the whole idea of like Moondog's character kind of like half like winking and it being like, I kind of tricked these people. I mean, anyone who's like truly involved in a creative pursuit, like, that it's not like lounging at the fucking pool with like two girls and getting drunk and like, partying and stuff, and then you're gonna be brilliant. Like, no, man, like you're sitting down and you're fucking working on your craft 5 days a week. Like, there's no fucking shortcut, so it's like they're showing a reality that's
I mean,
not reality.
I feel that with when I'm writing, how amazing would it be if just like that was the secret of just like, oh, you get drunk with half naked girls and then you could write the most amazing thing ever.
I mean, yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. It's always like, the idea of like, oh man, like, fucking Kurt Cobain was really strung out of like, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't know what you're talking about and you don't know what you're doing. And you I know now you've shown me more that you're a fraud than I need to know. Like,
I hate the people who in regards to musicians, they talk about like they're like, oh, their music sucks after they got sober. Like, I've heard that saying so many times.
I mean, those are foolish people.
It's fucking ridiculous because if you're a creative person, that actually, like, no, you're most creative when you're in your best mindset, when you're not fucked up all the time.
Yeah, you can't. That's why I respect people who I respect trying more than talent. Like, that's me. Okay. I always do. Like, obviously, some people are very, very talented, but if you squander that talent, like Moondog does, it's very hard to be sympathetic for these people. I have certain people, and again, without naming names, that I've worked with. I haven't spent a lot of time talking about my background in music and what I've done, but I've been around some I like I said last week, I don't consider myself successful per se, but I've been around very successful people, and you do see moondogs. Yeah, you do. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm not going to name names, but I've been around literal moondogs.
You're right.
And you know what it is? It's not nice. It's not fun to be a moondog. Because when you're that far gone, you don't have any real friends. Everyone around you is either sizing you up or trying to use you for something. Everyone's very fake to you. The amount of fake bullshit that I've seen is utterly insane. One person in particular that I used to work for, I was basically not managing them, but I was sort of their day-to-day kind of assistant for a while. As well as producing on projects and stuff like that, but I would handle like the business.
Yeah.
And a lot of what I saw was real scumbag behavior.
Yes. I remember this, and we won't name names, but yes.
But I'm not even saying I'm not even saying from this person who was Moondog in this example. I'm saying from other people around that Moondog character.
Yeah.
People that are quote unquote reputable who are coming to me in my ear and going, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" and blah 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 blah, and then kissing his ass when he's around.